Hello students, today we will discuss the graphical representation of motion. We know that graphs are very important tool to understand the concept very easily. Here also we will discuss some graphical representation of different types of motion: uniform, non-uniform. Okay, so here we will discuss distance time graph. Okay, distance time graph. Then we will discuss velocity time graph. Two types of graph. And in the distance time graph we will go through distance time graph for stationary body, distance time graph for uniform motion. Okay, these two types of graph we will discuss under distance time graph. That means in one axis there will be time and in the other axis distance will be given. X axis will be time axis and y axis will be distance. Okay, later on again we will discuss about velocity time graph. In the x axis time is mentioned and in the y axis velocity will be mentioned. So under that velocity time graph we will discuss four different types of graph. Number one, velocity time graph for a body moving with constant velocity. Then velocity time graph for uniform motion when initially the body is at rest. Then we will discuss number three, velocity time graph for uniform motion when initially the body is not at rest. Okay, in number two body at rest, in number three body not at rest. Then finally we will discuss velocity time graph when the velocity of the body decreases uniformly to zero. That means from a value it comes to zero. Okay, so we will try to understand the concept of all these graphs one by one. Remember one thing, in the graphical method we will place the time in the x axis and other quantity on the y axis. Okay, remember this, time in the x axis will be the time axis and y axis will be either distance or velocity. Okay, different thing we will place, different quantity will be placed in y axis. Let us now try to understand the distance time graph for stationary body, that means body at rest, not moving. Okay, so look at the diagram here, that one observer is at a fixed point. Okay, and he is observing a car at a distance of 3 meter from him. Okay, the distance of 3 meter from him. So he observed that the car is not moving as the time is passing by, but the car remains at the same position, that is 3 meter from him. Okay, so here you see an observer is standing at a fixed position watching a car at a distance of 3 meter from him. Now some data are given here, that position of the car is given when time is 0. Okay, at the beginning the car is at 3 meter, when 1 second passed car is again at 3 meter, when 2 seconds pass car is at the same place 3 meter, 3 seconds passed, 4 seconds passed, but the car is at the fixed position. Okay, so that means it proves that these data given proves that what, that the car is at rest. Okay, to represent these data in the form of a graph, let us see now that in the x axis time is taken. Okay, and in the y axis position of the car is given. Position means distance of the car from the observer. So let us see here. You see now units are divided 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here also units are divided. Now see that this is time: 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Okay, here it is 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. So at the beginning, when the time is 0, the position of the car is 3 meter. So this is the point. When time is 1, the position of the car is 3 meter. Okay, at this position. When time is 2 second, the position of the car is 3 meter. When time is 3 second, the position of the car is 3 meter. When time is 4 second, the position of the car is 4 meter. Okay, that means through all this point, a graph, a line is drawn. Okay, so when the car is at rest, okay, in a distance time graph, remember, when in a distance time graph, when y-axis is a distance, y-axis is distance, and x-axis is time with respect to time. Okay, if the object is at rest, then the distance time graph for the rest situation is always a parallel line to x-axis. Okay, remember, it is a parallel line to x-axis. Okay, so in a distance time graph, remember this thing, that when the graph is parallel to x-axis, that means time axis, then this situation represent the rest position of the object. Now see the distance time graph for uniform motion. Okay, so very important here, the distance time graph for uniform motion. How can we represent the motion which is uniform in the form of a graph? Okay, when in the x-axis time is taken and in the y-axis distance is placed. Okay, so let us see how is the graph look like. So here try to understand this figure here. Try to understand here this one, that when time is 0, the an object is at rest. Okay, at rest. When time is 1 second, after the passing of 1 second, the person is at suppose 2 meter. The distances are in meter here, in meter. Okay, they are in meter. Distances are in meter. Okay, so see here that when the time just started, okay, time starts when it is 0 second, then the object is at 0 meter away. Okay, so suppose here, suppose A. After 1 second, the object is at 2 meters. Suppose it is B, 2 meter away. After 1 second, then again you see next, after 2 second, the object is at 4 meter distance. Object is at 4 meter distance from the starting point. Okay, 4 meter distance from the starting point. The C is 4 meter from A. Okay, that means AC is 4 meter. And after 3 second, the object is at 6 meter. That means from A it is 6 meter. Okay, from A it is 6 meter. That means AD is 6. And in the same way, after again 4 second, after 4 second, the object is at E position. That means 8 meter from the beginning, starting point. So if you understand this data here, that in every 1 second, the object moves 2 meter. Every 1 second the object moves 2 meter. Okay, understood? So if you look at the diagram, okay, here that suppose this object at 0 second, the object is at this 0 position. After 1 second, this is 2 meter from the beginning, 2 meter from the starting point. After 1 second, after 2 second, it is 4 meter. After 2 second, it is 4 meter. You see here 4 meter after 2 second. Okay, and after 3 second, it is at 6 meter from the beginning, 6 meter. After 4 seconds, it is at 8 meter distance from the starting point. Okay, so these are the points here, these are the points of the given information. That means in every 1 second the object covers equal distance, isn't the object cover equal distance, the distance covered in equal interval of time is equal. So it represent uniform motion, So here what we get, the graph is a straight line, inclined with the x-axis, at an angle. Okay, at an angle, inclined with the x-axis at an angle. So when we plot the distance time graph of uniform motion, it will be always a straight line, and that straight line will always make an angle with the x-axis. Okay, this is the graph of uniform motion for distance versus time. Okay, so remember this. So we have learned that when the object is at rest, then the distance time graph is parallel to x-axis. Okay, parallel to x-axis. And when an object is in uniform motion, that means it covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then the graph of distance versus time is a straight line, which inclined to the x-axis at an angle, Okay, this is the distance time graph for uniform motion. Now this distance time graph of uniform motion gives us lots of information. Okay, let us see one of the thing here, that the slope of the graph, slope of distance time graph. What is meant by the slope? Try to understand now this word slope. Okay, so here you see one little bit concept here given. Slope is the ratio of change in physical quantity represented on the vertical axis, say y-axis. This is vertical axis, y-axis is vertical axis. So quantity represented on the y-axis to the change in physical quantity represented on horizontal axis, that means x-axis. Okay, so slope is what? Ratio. Slope is a ratio, remember, it is a ratio. Okay, number one thing, it is a ratio. Ratio of what? Value on y-axis, that means vertical values, these vertical values, and horizontal values, these horizontal values. Okay, value on x-axis, that means values on y-axis to the value on x-axis. That ratio is known as slope. Okay, that ratio is called slope. Now see here, slope for this graph. Now try to understand slope for this graph at different points. Okay, different points A, B, C and D. Let us see now, try to understand this concept here. So for point A, now see, for line OA, that means this part, O to A. Okay, what is the slope? Slope is what? Vertical distance divided by horizontal distance. That means vertical distance is AM and horizontal distance is this OM. Okay, this horizontal distance OM, this means OM here. Okay, so this ratio is for line OA. This is slope for OA. That means what? AM means here 2 unit, AM means 2 unit, isn't? AM means 2 unit, and OM means 1 unit, isn't? 0 to 1, 1 unit. So the slope is what? 2. The slope is what? 2. Okay. Now see for OB, in the same way, see here OB, from O to B, slope is what? This BN divided by this this means this means this equal to this, because rectangle is formed. Okay, so ON BN divided by ON. This is the slope, BN divided by ON. And Bn is what is Bn? Bn means 4 unit. Here you see Bn is 4 unit up to here. This one 4 unit divided by ON. ON is 2 unit. ON is 2 unit. So 4 by 2 is 2. Okay, so slope of OB is 2. Now see here, for C also you can easily find now C. It is what? CQ divided by OQ. CQ divided by OQ. CQ is what? CQ is here. Here you see CQ is 6 by OQ is 3. Okay, so it is what? For OC it is what? For OC it is 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3, 2. Okay, and finally for CD, in the same way for CD it is given here. Okay, CD also it is given. It is what? 4 by, it is 8 divided by what? 4. That means 2. Here also 2. Okay, so what we come to know, that the slope is the ratio of value of this vertical distance to horizontal distance. Okay, and remember one more thing here, important note is given. This methodology of finding the slope remains the same for not only distance time graph, for displacement time graph, for speed time graph, okay, for velocity time graph. This is the same methodology is used for every graphical method to find the slope. What? Listen one more time. Vertical distance divided by horizontal distance. Okay, this is the slope of a particular line segment in the distance time graph. Okay, so we can find the speed from distance time graph, the slope of the distance time graph. How can we find the speed? Let us see here. Read this here. You can find the speed of a body from distance time graph. The slope of the line is the speed of the distance time graph. Remember this thing. The slope of the line represent speed. The slope of the line represent speed in distance time graph. Okay, in distance time graph. In velocity time graph, this slope will represent some other quantity, but here in the distance time graph, the slope represent speed. Okay, so already now see here that how can we find the speed from the slope. See here the dr. Okay, slope equal to what? Dr by OR. This vertical distance divide horizontal distance. Okay, so this is the slope here. That means dr divided by this OR. Okay, dr by OR. That means dr means here 8 unit. Dr here you see 8 unit. Okay, and OR here is 4 unit. Okay, so 8 meter divided by 4 second. That means 2 meter per second. Okay, so in this way we can find the speed from the graph. Okay, the slope represent this of the distance time graph represent speed. Okay, so very important concept here. This concept is used to solve some graphical numericals. We will apply this. Okay, so what we have learned that from the uniform motion we can find the slope, and from the slope we can find the speed of an object. Okay, now see here distance time graph for non-uniform motion. When the motion is non-uniform, okay, then what happen? See here, number one case 1 here. When the speed of the body increases with passage of time, when speed increases. Okay, suppose see here one example is given. When a train leaves the platform its speed increases with passage of time. That is, the train covers more and more distance in the unit time. Okay, when in the platform, when the train starts, then it leaves the platform slowly, then it pick up, okay, the speed, and its speed increases gradually. Okay, so for such change in speed, for the bodies whose speed changes with time, it increases with time, the distance time graph looks like this type of curve, okay. Distance time graph for such uniform motion of the body is shown in the figure. This is in this figure 20, okay. This figure, this is the graph of the body whose speed is increasing. So what conclusion we can draw? Try to understand this one. The distance time graph for the non-uniform motion of a body is a curve having increasing slope or gradient. The speed of such a body changes with time, and hence the motion of the body is accelerated, okay, because its speed is increasing, so it is accelerated motion. So the graph of the body looks like in this type of curve, okay, this type of curve. So remember this. Another case, let us see here, that when the speed of the body decreases. So suppose the same example of the train you see here. When a train approaches the platform, its speed decreases with the passage of time. When it about to reach its destination, then it moves slowly, okay. So speed becomes less and less with the increase of time, okay. So such graph of the body whose speed is decreasing look like this way, okay, this such type of curve, okay. When increases, the curve is in this way upward, and it is downward, okay. So you see conclusion now, that distance time graph for the decreasing non-uniform motion, it is non-uniform motion because the speed is decreasing, okay. Decreasing slope, it has a decreasing slope, remember, okay. So the speed of the body decreases with passage of time. So remember this thing. So we have discussed 4 types of graphs here, okay. For an object which is at rest, it is parallel to x-axis. For an object having uniform motion, the distance time graph is a straight line making an angle with the time axis, okay. Then here from that we come to know the slope of the graph and speed of the graph, okay. Then we have discussed that object whose speed is increasing with the time, the curve looks like this, and if it is decreasing, the curve look like this, okay. So important note is given here. Displacement time graph is similar to the distance time graph, very important thing here, okay. If in case of distance here, we place displacement, okay, then also the graphs are same thing. And the slope of displacement time graph, distance time graph is what? Distance by time is speed, and in case of displacement by time, it is velocity, okay. We will get velocity from the slope, remember, okay. Slope of displacement time graph represent velocity, okay. So displacement time graph is similar to the distance time graph if the object moves in a straight line along one direction, okay. So this everything, all the graphical methods will represent the same type of graph for the displacement also, okay. So that's all.